So Dr. Disrespect he went on vacation with his family. I don't know where he went, but he went on vacation. And he has since returned. So the past few years, like since my existence in commentary has started, people have speculated as to, or people haven't speculated, but people have always wondered as to why he was ever banned from Twitch. And it's always been a mystery. Dr. Disrespect has never said anything as to why he's been banned. And Twitch has never said anything as to why he was banned. The only commentary creator that I knew that was a Dr. Disrespect fan was Augie RFC. Now, Augie isn't really around anymore, but I would be curious as to what he thinks about this whole situation. Hey, Robin. Yeah. I would be curious.
Leigha Something! Thank you for your donation!
Thank you, Leigha Something. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Boogie and Keem. Okay, so I would be curious as to what Augie thinks about this whole situation. I think Augie would disavow Dr. Disrespect, but I don't know Augie. I can't speak for him, but I would be curious as to what he thinks. But he's been on vacation, and he's gotten like called out for I'm going to be very vague in this response because or in this description because there is like a back and forth between the technicality of words being used, and Dr. Disrespect is very particular. For whatever reason, he's now being very particular with the vernacular we use in the behavior that he has performed in his in describing his Twitch ban. So he has admitted to, before a few months ago or a few weeks ago, he has admitted to interacting inappropriately with a minor using the whisper feature on Twitch. Now that has changed. Like Dr. Disrespect keeps changing his response, and he in his response he's removed and added the word minor. He's removed and added the word individual on several occasions. He is kind of backtracking on his response since then, and he's being very specific with his words in his response and very vague at the same time. And I do not like that. And the reason why I do not like that is because I feel like you are dodging and not really taking accountability on what you have done, or taking any kind of ownership on what you have done, or taking not really ownership, but being honest to what you have done. If you are just vague in your actions or vague in your response, it looks weird to me. It looks like you're a little, in my opinion, suspicious. Okay. But we'll get to that. Okay. But first let's read this. All right. So, Dr. Disrespect has since deleted this, response. So we're just going to go over it just to refresh our memories as to what Dr. Disrespect has initially said. And then we're going to go over what he is currently saying. Let me silence my phone. Apologies, guys. Okay. So, the Twitch ban. Hello. I'd like to make a quick statement. Whatever. Let's cut the effing BS. As you know, there's no filter with me. I've always been upfront and real with you guys. Ha ha ha. That's a joke. With you guys on anything that I can be upfront about. And I'm always willing to accept responsibility. I don't think so. In my personal opinion, I don't think you're willing to accept responsibility, which is why I am here now. First and foremost, I do want to apologize to anyone in my community as well as those close to me, my team, and everyone at Midnight Society Game Studio. Now, they have since cut ties with Dr. Disrespect. Midnight Society has cut ties with Dr. Disrespect, and Dr. Disrespect was demonetized off of YouTube. So I think YouTube demonetized him as a result of everything that has happened the last few weeks, which from a business perspective, I don't blame YouTube for doing this. I think they kind of took the Onision approach to Dr. Disrespect. I do not blame them. They want to be I think they want to be sensitive when it comes to advertisers. So I don't blame them. You know, it's a business perspective. It's a business move that YouTube has to make. Okay. Yes. And Rex is right. He can reapply for remonetization on September 25th. And yes, Blake is correct. On that note, F Onision. Okay, first and foremost, I do want to apologize to anyone or to apologize to everyone in my community, as well as those close to me, my team, and everyone at Midnight Society Game Studio. A lot of people have been left in the dark about what happened yesterday with the Midnight Society and we made a painful decision collectively to have me step down. Our team is full of incredibly talented and good people that have high career ambitions and families, and I never want to jeopardize the culture we have carefully crafted. Everyone has been wanting to know why I've been banned from Twitch, but for reasons outside of my control, I was not allowed to say anything for the last several years. Now that 2 former Twitch employees have publicly disclosed the accusations, I can tell you my side of the story regarding the ban. Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor? So Dr. Disrespect has like gone back and forth with like the verbiage or the verbiage in this response. Okay. Where he's removed the word minor and then added the word individual. Okay. So it's gone back and forth. Individual minor back in 2017. The answer is yes. So we just have to focus on that. He says yes. It's an admission. He admitted to it. He's not under duress. Dr. Disrespect is completely sound of mind. He says that there are whisper messages with an individual minor in 2017. Okay. Were the real intentions behind these messages, The answer is absolutely not. These were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes leaned too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. Nothing illegal happened. No pictures were shared. No crimes were committed, which I believe. He didn't share any pictures. He says that there wasn't any sexting that occurred, okay? And he says that since nowadays he says that the legal definition of sexting, or he knows the legal definition of sexting. To me, what the legal definition of sexting is, and I haven't looked it up, and I'm not going to look it up because I'm not an attorney and I'm not going to sit here and freaking read the statute or analyze the statute. Sexting to me is like explicitly sending the image, like a sexual image of yourself or them sending you an image to you or you receiving that image, and that's what the sexting is, okay? So that's what I take it as. And again, I don't know if that's the legal definition, but he says he knows it, so whatever. And I think that's a fallacy. Like, to sit there and act like you're an expert and a know-it-all is just like, okay, whatever. Nothing illegal happened. No pictures were shared. And again, I'll be charitable towards that. He said nothing illegal happened, so it's like, whatever. No crimes were committed. I've never even met the individual. I went through lengthy arbitration regarding a civil dispute with Twitch, and that case was resolved by a settlement. Let me be clear, it was not a criminal case against me, and no criminal charges have ever been brought against me. So that part remains consistent. Like, he says, like, no criminal charges were brought against him or anything. So now that we've refreshed our memory and this is what was said, he's admitted that that the whispers have occurred. Okay, guys? We all know the whispers have occurred. He's admitted to it. You know, Twitch is saying it's with a minor. He uses the word minor there. He's now backtracking today and saying, well, you guys didn't look up the age of consent. So it's like, oh, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that response. I don't like that response. So Nicholas Diorio, while Dr. Disrespect is tweeting or not tweeting, live streaming, Nicholas Diorio, and this is a really, really, really telling response. Nicholas Diorio tweets this. This is the one clip that you need to see from the Dr. Disrespect stream.
People want show the message, release the messages, show the messages. What are we in second grade?
So that's just like a little bit weird where he's like, people are like, hey, release the whispers. Like, we want the proof. If you want to prove your innocence, like, you're sitting here backtracking on what you are saying initially, right, guys? He said that the whispers did occur with an individual minor specifically. He's saying individual minor. And then now he's like, oh, well, lol, that never happened. You guys didn't look up the age of consent. I got you guys. I was playing chess on y'all. I'm going to sue you guys. And you guys are singling me out. Right? I think it's a little bit odd that he's not willing to show the messages. So it's just like, well, how about you just prove it? How about you just actually show it? Kangalope says real 4D chess move. I know, right? And it's like, what are you trying to do? Like, even if you want to sue Twitch or if you want to sue like these several, because like even Forbes, let me show you guys. Hold on one second. Forbes came out with, and I like reading Forbes. Forbes came out with like a article and on Dr. Disrespect, and it makes me like wonder if he's doing this to like be like, oh, I'm gonna sue the crap out of you guys. Do you think he's doing that? So Forbes wrote this on the 28th of June, where it's like Dr. Disrespect issues shocking statement, finally revealing why he was banned from Twitch. And then it goes, Dr. Disrespect. I'm not going to, I don't feel comfortable reading his first name, so I'm not going to say his first name. Has been in the news again nearly 4 years after he was banned from Twitch in 2020, an online streaming platform where he was made found fame and notoriety. Now it sounds like a popular streamer may be calling it quits indefinitely. The reason for the ban was never revealed by Twitch or Dr. Disrespect, though the latter took the streaming platform to court over the ban, while the former paid out blah contract. Years passed, history became legend, legend became myth. Yeah, because people always wondered. Again, I'm telling you, people always wondered about it. Then on June 22nd, 2024, former account director of strategic partnership at Twitch, Cody Connors, tweeted, Dr. Disrespect got banned because he got caught esting a minor and then existing, or in the then existing Twitch Whispers product. He was trying to meet up with her at TwitchCon. The powers that could be read in plain text, right? So then that's the tweet that is the alleging thing. And then I read to you this statement. Then the article continues. Then during the stream on June 23rd, Dr. Disrespect received a message that appeared to dispirit the streamer. During the end of the Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree, what session, Respect indicated that he might be stepping back from streaming altogether, explaining that I'm feeling burnt out. Maybe it's time to start something new, something different, he told his viewers. So then that's when he took the break, right? Again, like, this is like a really good article. So it's like, was this like your plan to like try and sue all of these like media outlets? Is that what you were trying to do, Dr. Disrespect? Because it's not a really great plan.
Show the message. Release the messages.
Not a really great plan, because all it's making you look like is a freaking weirdo. That's all that it's making you look like. So then this is
putting up this app.
So then this is his response today. And let's go through his response. Mr. Beast, haha sussy. Dr. Karen Disrespects. Yeah, maybe. You, his voice. Yeah, his voice is kind of, yeah. Metallica, showing messages would end everything. He knows what he said in those messages was something that was totally inappropriate, and that's why he doesn't. And it would end everything. Like, if he truly did nothing, and I know, like, he can't say, and Metallica, just to pair off of what you're saying, Metallica, I love what you're saying here. Just to pair off what you're saying, his lawyers, because he went through arbitration, they go through discovery. His lawyers have a copy of the whispers. They have a transcript of the whispers. Twitch has it. He's got it. There's a copy. Okay, everyone has a copy. I guarantee you. Dr. Disrespect has a copy of those whispers, and I guarantee you he's reread those whispers. Guarantee you those lawyers have read those whispers. Now, you know what? His lawyers can't say anything. His lawyers can't show anything because you can't client attorney privilege, right? Can't show any of that. But Dr. Disrespect can. And if you're truly innocent, you would show it. You would truly show it. I would show my innocence. If it would prove my innocence, and yeah, I need to leak the DMs to prove my innocence, then I would go ahead and leak it. I love what you're saying, Metallica. Thank you for your input. Let's see what else other people are saying. If he didn't sex a minor, why doesn't he show them? Exactly, Laka. I agree. MageofDoomsie says, hello, Blake. Hi, Mage. And also, hi, Blake. Abel says also Keem is an idiot. He's buying this bullshit. Yeah, I didn't like what Keem was posting, where he was saying Dr. Disrespect is innocent. His Dr. Disrespect's response, I don't like it. I don't like it. Actually, before we get into this full response, I want to go over one of my tweets. Oh, and there's another thing that I wanted to go over. Connor tweeted this. Wait, where is it? You had to be a channel subscriber in order to chat in his chat today. In order to chat in Dr. Disrespect's chat today, you had to be a channel subscriber for 13 weeks or longer. That's insane. Like, what? Yeah, because this doesn't scream, I'm like trying to hide from my criticizers or from my critics. Like, what the frick? 13 weeks or longer? Like, yeah, I have channel like right now, my chat right now is subscriber only. Oh my God. I'm sneezing. My chat right now is subscriber only chat, but for 1 minute. For 1 minute. And it's to grow the channel. 13 weeks? You're insane. You are absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. And there was this one. So Dexterdo tweets this. We never exchanged graphic texts or images. Dr. Disrespect denied the recent accusations of him sexting a minor. So then I tweet this. Lie and deny. The fact that Dr. Disrespect is saying he is being singled out and targeted based on his looks is narcissistic. Absolutely effing gross. The clip is him describing himself and his thoughts on why he was banned, then moves the subject quickly after what is being said. And look, from a business perspective, when you are a streamer and you make the higher ups of the company you stream on pissed off, yes, they could be looking to get you off their platform. It's like that anywhere. It's like that anywhere you go. If you are a streamer, you have to treat this as like it's a business, okay? I'm sorry. It may be a little bit crazy for me to say that, but that's the way the cookie crumbles, okay? You have to treat it as if the YouTube people that run YouTube are like your bosses, okay? If they put limited ads, you have to send an email, professionally write the email and say, hey, why do I have limited ads? Best blah, 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 right? Treat it as if it's a business. When you are addressing YouTube or you are talking to YouTube, talk to YouTube as if they are your boss or your superior. When you sit there and try and piss off the platform you are on, they are going to look for reasons to get you out. Okay? It's the way that it is when you are at a job. When you piss off your manager so often, they're going to look for reasons to get you fired. Unfortunately, it's the way the cookie crumbles. I could do that with my bosses. If I act unprofessional, Galaxy Zeke1, thank you for the $5. I really appreciate it. Bet Sneeko would defend this shit. I bet you. He totally would. I hate Sneeko. I do not like Sneeko. I wish Sneeko would just go away. Ugh, so annoying. But thank you for the $5. I really appreciate the super chat.
Leigha Something, thank you for your donation.
Thank you, Leigha Something. We appreciate you.
Thank you. I really appreciate the super chat. Also, hi, Gecko. What was I saying? Oh, just like me as a supervisor, if I do certain things that are like super unprofessional with my bosses, they're going to look for reasons to get me out. And if I screw up just that one time after doing all of these unprofessional things, they're going to be like, "Okay, now's the time. Get Leigha out." So maybe Dr. Disrespect was doing things behind the scenes that was pissing Twitch off. And maybe when he did this one interaction on the whisper feature, that was the reason to get them to get him. Okay. So he could possibly be right. Maybe this was the straw that broke the camel's back. But to sit here and describe your looks and be like, "Oh, well, I'm a 6'8" guy, and that's why they got me." It's like, come on, dude. No, it's not because of that. It's not because of your height. You're not being singled out because of that. Calm down. It's because you yourself admitted you used the whisper feature inappropriately. That's why you're banned. When you use a feature of the platform you're on inappropriately and you break TOS, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Like right now, Amaranth is getting banned from YouTube. She got one of her main channels banned. Well, first she got her ASMR channel banned from YouTube for sexually explicit or sexually charged content on her ASMR channel, right? Now her main channel is banned. You know why? Because she broke TOS on her ASMR channel. And then when she broke TOS on her ASMR channel, it's considered ban evading on any other channel if you make another YouTube channel. So then they banned her on her main channel. I'm sorry, Amaranth. I don't feel bad for you. When you break TOS and you actively do it, my sympathy goes out the window for you. You have to treat this professionally. Dr. Disrespect, if you use the whisper feature incorrectly and you get banned from Twitch and they make the call because you're a safety risk, I can't help you. I don't feel bad for you. You can go cry on your pillow. Hey, go to Kick. Maybe learn your lesson there. Go reapply for YouTube monetization. Maybe next time, don't message the minor. It's so dumb. So dumb. People are so stupid. And then I continue and look from a business perspective, when you're a streamer and you make the higher ups of a company, you stream on pissed off. Yes, they could be looking to get you off their platform. If you are a safety risk to their platform, the call must be made. This isn't another narrative of, oh, Dr. Disrespect was deplatformed. I spelled deformed. Whoops. Deplatformed because he didn't fit the brand. Because it's not that. I'm so sick and tired of losers like Sneeko or freaking Nick Fuentes being like, "Oh my God, I'm banned from all these places." Guys, you break TOS. Like, sorry. Maybe next time don't break TOS.
Leigha Something, thank you for your donation.
Thank you, Leigha Something. We appreciate you.
To sit there and be like, "Oh my God, it's politics," or, "Oh, it's the stuff that I say. They don't like me because of me." No, it's because you break TOS. That's the fact of the matter. That's why. I hate losers like Sneeko and Nick Fuentes that go around and they're like, "No, these platforms don't like me because they don't agree with my politics." No, it's not because of that. It's because you say really effed up crap.
Leigha Something, thank you for your donation.
Thank you, Leigha Something. We appreciate you.
And look, I'm all for freedom of speech, and you should have every right to say whatever you want to say. But do not be surprised when you get kicked if you break TOS. Like, it's whatever. I'm so tired of it. Then I continue. Dr. Disrespect, you admitted to interacting inappropriately using the whisper feature. That's why. Take an ounce of reality and take ownership of your responsibility. And then this is the clip that I had. Because I had people, when I first posted this post, I had freaking Dr. Disrespect fans or whatever, defenders, whoever, losers, in my in my replies being like, he never did that. I was like, okay, yeah, let me just clip the stream.
Treat the doc so differently from their other streamers. I mean, outside of the obvious. I mean, just take a look at me, right? Unfiltered. The realest motherfucker in this industry.
You're not even real. Like, you can't even be... you can't even be honest with yourself, loser. That's not real. You're not Xylee gets real. It's not Dr. Disrespect gets real. Maria, thank you for the $2. I really appreciate it. Maria says, must be a full moon because the wolves are out. So true. I really appreciate that. King T.I., been missing your live streams. Keep grinding. Peace and respect. Thank you. Really appreciate you, King T.I. Thank you for the super chats, guys. Okay. Yeah, you're the realest MFer out there. Okay, whatever.
6'8", gorgeous, athletic, successful, college degree, college athlete, bourbon business, gaming studio, beautiful family. And trust me, we've worked hard for over a decade to improve as a person, a husband.
Isn't this man like 40? I have no idea. I think he is 40. Like, sir, this is a Wendy's.
Father, and to get where we're at today. I mean, I'm in such a good place today. And all these people, they all act like they're just so perfect. Twitch treat the doc so differently from...
It's not, you're not being singled out because of what you look like or because you lift weights or because of your height, okay, dude? Or your status. Great. I'm glad you have a good life going for you. Congratulations, you lift weights. I lift weights too. It's not because of that. Okay? Okay, little buddy? Okay, buddy? Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy? Where's Buddy? Let me see if I can find Buddy.
Okay, buddy.
Wait, why is that not playing?
Okay, buddy.
Okay, buddy. He's 42. That's even more pathetic. It is the lies that you tell yourself that are the most detrimental. I swear to God, this mother effer is lying to himself, and it's pretty pathetic. All right, so let's get into his response. Oh yeah, and Badwick also says this before we get into the response. Badwick tweets this: LOL, Doc describes his looks and privilege exactly like every rich person who is caught being a predator is bizarre. He was removed from Twitch because he's a creep, not because not because of how real he was. Totally agree with Badwick on that one. I lost the response. Oh, here it is. All right. Let's get to it.
The issue in putting up this act. God, I'm so concerned and worried about everyone else's problems except mine because I'm dealing with a deeper depression and I like to project.
Dude, nobody is projecting here. Like, what is wrong with this guy? I think this dude is like, I don't know. Like, yikes. This guy is, oh my God. It's not projecting. It's like people just holding you to a flame. Hey, Giants. Hi. Hello, Leah. Why is 2024 the year of PDF files being exposed? I know, right? Like, I was I was talking to my friend Joe about this the other day where like we were in call and we're talking about the new Beetlejuice movie. I did not know that Lydia's dad, the actor, got caught being a PDF file in the 90s, and that's why he wasn't included in the new Beetlejuice movie. Because I was sitting there in call yesterday being like, hey, why isn't Lydia's dad in the new Beetlejuice movie? And he told me, Joe told me it's because he got caught being a PDF file in the 90s. I was like, what? That guy? No way. I'm even surprised with the allegations of Neil Gaiman. It's crazy. Oh, wow. I just assumed that guy was dead. Yeah, no. Supposedly he's a PDF file. You know what? I might have to make a video on him. I'll make a video on him. We'll go over it. But yeah, it's so crazy. That's why he's not included in the video and in the new Beetlejuice movie.
Oh, champs. A lot of people donating. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. You know?
I feel like he wants to cry. Do we feel like he wants to cry?
Are you nervous to be back?
So I don't think Demon Mama. I don't think Demon Mama did anything, but I think Demon Mama's like partner is disgusting. Because didn't Demon Mama's partner like send like pictures of their like toy collection to like a minor in Discord? They for sure Demon Mama's partner for sure acted inappropriately with a minor in Discord. I didn't go over the Demon Mama allegations. Maybe I need to do that. Hi Kumo. This guy was a big contributor to what was many people's favorite COD Call of Duty game, and didn't even know who he was until got caught being a freak. That's really sad.
After what's transpired over the last couple months, am I excited to be back to this?
I'm personally on the fence with the Neil Gaiman stuff because it sounded like they were a consensual relationship and he was just weirded into weird things. Might have to look more into it. Let me write their name down. I'll look into it.
Type of world? God. Man. So glad you're back. Hey, I appreciate it, son.
Yeah, you can DM me, Zaj.
Shane, it's good to be back to a certain degree, right? We got to figure out this monetization thing. So September 25th is basically when we can.
Can I speed this up? He talks too slow.
Reapply for partnership on YouTube, you know? People ask, do I, now that you're not getting monetized, you're not going to be streaming ever again, or you're on YouTube, are you? There's an opportunity to reapply, right? September 25th is the date. So in the meantime, we'll do what we need to do. I enjoy my time here on YouTube. You know, we've built a nice, strong community for years. This is where we started 16 years ago. 2008, I think.
I didn't know he's been here since 2008. He's been here since like as long as Trisha Paytas.
You know, I like my time here. And I like the community. We've got the best, realest gaming community, right? The Champions Club. And we've built it on this platform, and and if there's an opportunity
to reapply for partnership, and there's a date that's been presented to us, then I'm going to take it. In the meantime, like we always done, we've always stayed in our lane. We'll stay in our lane and continue to just put on a show. You know? For almost 4 years, champs, the public demanded to hear from the doc regarding the Twitch suspension. I guess since you all missed the point with my personal statement, maybe it's time to tell my side.
Jenna says, so damn, the girl you allegedly talked to is only 1 year older than your YouTube channel, huh? Kind of weird. Kinda.
Out of the story. Huh, champs?
It is a revelation. Oh my God. I can't talk today.
You see, there was a lawsuit pending, and as part of that arbitration, all parties were not allowed to speak publicly about the case. I respected those rules. My lawsuit against Twitch was eventually resolved, as you all know. But even then, as part of the settlement, all parties were still prohibited from speaking publicly about the case or the settlement. However, if one side violated that confidentiality, then the other side could respond. And again, champs, I respected all the confidential obligations.
Also, I think it's odd that it was like confidential. Like, I wonder who made it confidential. Was it confidential because it was arbitration? Like, normally if it's, normally if it's arbitration, normally it's the company that does want to keep it confidential. So, yeah. But at the same time, it could be confidential on behalf of Dr. Disrespect. So, yeah, interesting. I would want to know which party wanted to keep it confidential.
But apparently Twitch's own disgruntled.
Kumo says, I imagine that's bad in two ways. People, let's proving creeps aside, innocents get pinned in a bad spot because someone needed a win.
Employees didn't feel the need to abide by those same obligations. Cody Connors, ex-Twitch employee, wasn't even involved. Leaks Twitch's reported.
Oh, all right, Maria, you have a good one.
Reason. Years later, Cody.
Oh, I'm glad she likes my voice. Hi, cat. Hi, kitty cat.
Why do this? What was the point? This was settled professionally. And you, knowing how black and white the internet is, you decided, you fucking rat, to leak the reported reason Twitch banned me in 2020. I mean, for what? Cody? Why? Did you not?
So he's sitting there confirming that what Cody is saying, he's essentially sitting there confirming that what Cody said is truthful. Like he sat there and said, you freaking rat. Or let me get the exact verbiage.
Which banned me in 2020. I mean, for what? Cody? Why? Did you not know the repercussions from spewing lies about the two-time?
Okay, no. He said lies, never mind.
The repercussions of accusing me, Cody Connors? You see, you don't know shit, and it was obvious from your tweet. You didn't have any first-hand knowledge of my dispute with Twitch. You said that I got...
Okay, never mind. I'm backtracking on that previous statement. He said lie. He said lie, so disregard what I say, guys. Leah in the chat. Tomato me. Put tomatoes in the chat.
Banned from Twitch because I was sexting a minor through Whisper's messages? Do you even know what the legal definition of sexting is? I do. And yeah, I used Twitch's Whisper.
I feel like that's again, we already talked about that. I feel like that's a fallacy. Like who effing cares? Who effing cares what the legal definition of sexting is? The definition of sexting is sending explicit images from one individual to another. That's it. Okay. We established a redundancy. What does that matter? So he admits it. Yes, Silver Fox. Good point. Hi, Binksy Bree.
But trust me, I wasn't sexting anyone. You also said the word minor, Cody. I even made sure that word was emphasized in my statement, edited, etc., just to make sure these so-called journalists would pick up on it. And And boy, oh boy, did they ever, champs. When you and all these so-called journalists, Cody, fired off your tweets, did any of you consider that the Twitch user may have been over the legal age of consent at the time of the messages? You didn't. Neither did any of these journalists, and neither did Twitch at the time of the ban.
So nobody, this is where I'm going to get Dr. Disrespect on. He's going to sit here and say, well, did you even check the age of consent did you check the age of consent at the time these messages were exchanged? 1, nobody knows who this person is. 2, nobody knows when these messages occurred to even age verify. 3, nobody even knows where this person lives to even age verify. So why are you getting pissed off at us or pissed off at people for not even doing the age verification if nobody even knows this information and if you're not willing to provide that information in the first place?
You also tried to tell the world that I was trying to meet up with this user at TwitchCon, but you're wrong. Let's set the record straight. I never intended to meet this user ever. We never made plans to meet at TwitchCon or anywhere else, and in fact, we never met in person ever. Your bullshit accusations gave false courage to other former Twitch employees to make shit up as well.
Yeah, why is he mentioning the age of consent? So he's admitting the claim is a child. So it is a little bit odd, and you could have the argument of what if, like, there's a ton of hypotheticals that could come into play that it's just like you're muddying the waters with that statement anyways. Like, okay, right, age of consent wasn't checked, but we don't even know the person's age. We don't even know the person. We don't even know the person's age. You're not even willing to provide that information at all. So you're like even further making the implication that people, by saying that statement in the first place, that people could like wildly theory craft, right? With that statement alone. What if the person turned 18 a week before you even messaged them? What if it was a day before? What if you waited until an hour after they turned 18 before you messaged them? That's still creepy, right? You're still leaving by being vague and not showing proof. You're still leaving it open for people to freaking theory craft, and it's not good. Like, how about you, if you are truly innocent, just actually nut up or shut up. Just actually prove it. Actually prove it. And this is the same thing with like the Mr. Beast stuff. I'm so sick and tired of like Mr. Beast going silent and these freaking crazy people like BJ Investigates and Jake Weddle and fucking Dog Pack running their freaking mouth like and Rosa Pansano running their mouth like the insane asylum and going off claims that aren't going off claims that without fact checking, and then when they do fact check, the claims can't be confirmed. And it's like, you guys are giving. I am not on the side of Mr. Beast. I think Mr. Beast and Ava Chris Tyson need to answer for some of this stuff, especially Ava Chris Tyson. I think the stuff that happened with Moonsika is the very definition of workplace quid pro quo. And I think the stuff that definitely happened with them is wildly inappropriate. Wildly. That workplace interaction should, like, Moonsika should sue Mr. Beast. Not just for like wrongful termination, but for a hostile work environment. Right? I think she should sue. I'm not an attorney, but I think she should sue for what she went through. And she's definitely providing proof. She's definitely providing proof. But these losers, every single one of those losers, they're all running their mouth without proof. Dr. Disrespect, you are running your mouth without proof. And I'm tired of it. I'm so sick and tired of people running their mouth without any kind of proof. I'm tired of it. It's not this easy. You don't get to do it like this. Not that easy. You don't get to get scot-free. Get away scot-free like that. Especially with an admission like that. Not that easy.
I suspect all of you sort of planned and coordinated
Leigha
this attack.
Something! Thank you for your donation!
Thank you, Leigha Something. We appreciate you.
Omi, thank you for the HUF. I really appreciate it.
These big-time publications, these journalists, these various outlets are sort of just gossip channels now. Don't you think, champs? They act like they're just gossip channels now, without any real journalism and real research happening. They report on all this based on leaks from 2 former Twitch employees, one of whom was supposedly on the trust and safety team. If these anonymous sources worked on the trust and safety team at the time of my Twitch suspension in 2020, then you would hope they would tell the truth. But apparently that's just too much to ask. If these former trust and safety team members, and by the way, I know exactly who they are.
So if it's too much to ask, then provide the proof. I'm looping.
Actually had first-hand
I'm sorry,
knowledge,
guys. I'm looping.
then what they conveniently left out is, 1, Twitch's trust and safety team, the same
I think it's crypto. I have no idea.
employees that decided to ban me, internally admitted that the whisper messages were not sexting. And 2, Twitch's trust and safety team, the same employees that decided to ban me, internally acknowledged that the whispers did not constitute child sexual abuse material CSAM. I'll say it again. Neither I nor the Twitch user exchanged any sexual graphic messages or images. Cody Connors and these other anonymous sources are trying to paint a picture that I was exchanging sexually explicit messages and photos with this Twitch user. That never happened. I even used the word inappropriate, purposely. And look at how it's defined by everyone, champs. Huh? Including these defaming articles. I'm sorry, but mutual bantering with inappropriate jokes taken out of context.
Mutual bantering. Oh my God. An inappropriate joke. See, that's where you get in trouble. I don't care if it's like mutual. I don't freaking care if it is mutual. If you are in your 30s, if you are in your 20s, and you are acting inappropriately with a person that is either 18 or younger. 18 or younger. And whether they are jokes or not, if they are inappropriate in nature, you probably should not be sending it anyways. I'm so sick and tired of seeing, oh, lol, it was a meme. Didn't mean to do that. Don't care. I don't care. I literally don't care. It's inappropriate. You as the adult should stop. You as the adult should know better. If you're in your 20s and you are in your 30s or possibly in your 40s and you are acting this way with somebody in they're 18 or younger and it's an inappropriate joke, just don't send it. Don't send it. I don't care if it's a meme. It's just not helpful. It's not going to help you in the long run. Somebody's going to snip it and then you're going to look really weird. And then you're going to have to defend yourself because you sent a weird, inappropriate meme to somebody that was younger than 18. That's why I don't really hang out with people that are 18. This is why I don't really send really inappropriate memes around at all. I just don't. It's just no. I get you're trying to be funny and it's cool to laugh sometimes. Hey, Reese. It's cool to laugh sometimes, but you put yourself in an awkward position. You just put yourself in an awkward position. And all it fucking takes, especially if you're a streamer, all it takes is that one person, that one bad faith person to misinterpret you wrong. And then you look like a PDF. Just don't do it. Don't send. It's just like we're just not in a world like that anymore. It's just we're not in that kind of world anymore, sadly. You can't make jokes like that anymore. Unfortunately. If you want to make a sexual joke, make it towards an adult person. Make it towards somebody that's in their 20s. Maybe in their late 20s, early 30s, okay? Don't make it towards somebody in the younger age group.
But that partner manager, oh boy, did he had it out. Yeah, he had it out for the 2-time. He finds out that no further.
So I don't know if like, this is where I get confused because it's just like, Doc feels like the escalation by this manager was like this singling out of him. And I feel like the escalation is like a no big deal kind of thing. Like, yeah, they escalated on you. But how do you even know if the escalation was even like the escalation because they had malice behind the escalation, right? Maybe the reason why they escalated was because they felt that the messages behind that whisper or the whispers interaction was inappropriate in nature, and they felt that the escalation was appropriate, and that's why they escalated in the first place. So to sit here and make the assumption, and this is why I get frustrated with Dr. Disrespect, because it's like, oh, well, you know what? You guys don't get to make assumptions based off of me, but you get to make assumptions, or I get to make assumptions based off of you.
Action will be taken. So what does he do?
So again, Dr. Disrespect gets to assume intention, but we can't assume his intention. But he gets to do it to us, or he gets to do it to the Twitch staff, but can't do it on him.
Personally escalates the report to a friend on the Twitch's LER team. The LER team, remember, that's the Twitch's law enforcement response team. He escalates the report to a friend on Twitch's LER team. So a day later, on June 25th, the LER analyst pulls the entirety of the whisper messages and begins discussing them with his director of the LER team. Mind you, this director is on vacation at that time and does not have access to their computer or work files. Let me just remind you, I went through a big time arbitration, okay? And, you discover a lot of stuff. Mind you, this director is on vacation.
Then show us the discovery. If you discover a lot of stuff, then why don't you show us the discovery, you freaking loser?
At that time, the LER analyst cherry picks and sends a few targeted excerpts out of context from the whisper messages to this director. Now, if you do this, you can make anyone's messages look inappropriate, even when they aren't. Within less than 1 hour, this LER analyst and his director have made the decision to suspend me from Twitch. Twitch submits a report to NCMEC. You guys all read those little articles, huh? The NCMEC. Twitch submits that report. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Guess what? As far as I know, and over 4 years have passed. They didn't do anything with the report. As far as I know, they didn't escalate Twitch's report to law enforcement. Mind you, the same people that made this decision admit internally that the messages did not constitute sexting. The same people that made this decision at Twitch admit internally that the messages did not warrant any child sexual abuse material charge. Twitch makes this decision to terminate my contract and ban me while admitted they did not perform any legal analysis of whether the messages exchanged were illegal in any way. Twitch makes this decision to terminate my contract and ban me while admitting that they never investigated the age of consent in the jurisdiction where the user's messages were sent and received. Twitch makes this decision.
So it's not on them to. Oh my God, this guy is so stupid. This guy's so freaking stupid. Hey, Dr. Disrespect, it is not their job to investigate the age of consent. It is their job to investigate whether you violated TOS and take action based on the violation of TOS. And it sounds like they did, okay? Jesus.
Decision to terminate my contract and ban me without ever interviewing me, the user, or any other third party, including the partner manager. It's fucking unbelievable!
You don't have to be interviewed. Oh my God. Oh my God. This guy's such a loser. Hey, buddy. Okay, buddy. Let me walk you through this one really slowly. Okay, buddy?
Okay, buddy.
Okay, buddy. When a platform makes the decision to ban you, they don't have to interview you. They don't have to interview the victim. This is the same thing with the Mr. B stuff. I'm gonna tell you, going back to the Mr. B stuff, BJ Investigates said in her video yesterday, where she says, oh, well, I think Mr. Beast's response is going to be, we investigated Ava Chris Tyson, and we have no findings on Ava Chris Tyson, and we cut off all connections to Ava Chris Tyson, right? While BJ Investigates, you really used your brain power for that one. Hey, guys, corporate companies, when they do investigations like that, when they face really serious allegations like that, especially with companies like that, or especially with companies like that, or Fortune 500 companies, or really big companies like Mr. Beast or Twitch, what they do is they investigate the claim. They don't have to talk to the victim. They don't have to talk to the person that's being accused. All they got to do is just investigate. They probably looked into the whisper system, saw the messages, and took action from there. Okay? So if you're going to, Mr. Dr. Disrespect, if you're going to get upset because you weren't talked to, boo-hoo. Get over it. Okay? Get over it. You're not owed an explanation. Lots of people are banned off of platforms without an explanation. It's very unfortunate, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. And it sounds like, since you know what happened, it sounds like you got your explanation as to why you were banned in the first place. And it looks like, since we are sitting here as of September 6th, 2024, we are now sitting here and you are still not satisfied with the ban in the first place, because you are still facing legal, I don't know, proceedings as a result of the ban, because you're not satisfied. That's why. Get over it.
I'm not going to get into every detail regarding my legal case. But these former Twitch employees that claim to have firsthand knowledge, they just don't have a clue. They didn't report any facts. The judge in the case determined that the whispers were not illegal. So then why did Twitch use these messages against me? Why did Twitch treat the
Because they broke TOS, you freaking loser.
doc so differently from their other streamers? I mean, outside of the obvious. I mean, just take a look at me. Unfiltered. The realest motherfucker in this industry. 6'8", gorgeous, athletic, successful, college degree, college athlete, Birb in business, gaming studio, beautiful family. And trust me, we've worked hard for over a decade to improve as a person, a husband, and father, and to get where we're at today. I mean, I'm in such a good place today. And all these people, they all act like they're just so perfect.
Yeah, Jedham, you make a good point. Unfiltered doesn't give you a pass to be weird to a minor. I agree. I totally agree. Just because it anything illegal didn't happen doesn't mean it's immoral, or doesn't mean it was moral. Oh yeah, nothing illegal happened. Okay, great. I am glad you didn't commit a crime. What about ethically? You interacted inappropriately with a minor, and that is what you admitted. Although they were jokes, you still did it. You as an adult should know not to do that. Moving forward, you should know. Doesn't Twitch have a moral clause or something similar? Jim acting like the legalities is all that matters is funny. I know, it's so true. You're so right, Who.
I'm not perfect. I don't claim to be perfect. Sometimes I do. But I also didn't do all this shit that they're saying I did. But then that doesn't make a story, right? They wanted media attention. The media wants controversy. And by sensationalizing all of this with big, inaccurate headlines like sexting and sexually explicit, you all got what you wanted at the expense of the due time. The reality is, they wanted to cut down the doc. Plain and simple. Take a look at some of these horrendous acts of Twitch streamers that were never banned. I've got some examples right here. Example number 1. A streamer that frequently used the N-word while publicly streaming, which
This man is coping so hard. So true. I agree.
constitutes a violation of Twitch's policies if accompanied by hateful intent. Twitch scheduled a meeting with the streamer to ascertain his intent to determine whether his conduct was a violation of Twitch's policies, ultimately determining it was not a breach of Twitch's policies. Why wasn't I called into a meeting? Why wasn't my intent taken into consideration, champs? Example number 2. Streamer was reported for discussing doing things with deceased animals and discussing pedophilia, all while live streaming. Never suspended, but instead given a multi-million-dollar contract.
I would want him to name who these people are, because I would want these people also gone. Whoever these people, whoever he's describing right here, I would want them gone. Did the creator have a pass for saying the N-word? That's true. Saying that a slur isn't the same as talking to a minor. That's also true, Laka. I feel like that was also when he started doing this, I felt like this was like a deflection of, well, this also happens on their platform.
Example number 3. Streamer was reported for a sexually explicit stream involving children.
Ooh, maybe it is a Vosh reference, Kumo.
And telling children to send Snapchats of them playing with themselves. Never suspended, but instead, given a multi-million-dollar contract. It's so obvious that certain Twitch executives, employees involved had personal biases against the doc and used all of this as an opportunity to terminate my contract. Go back and look at the timing of all this too. The doc.
I mean, if it is Vosh, Vosh is also if it is Vosh, Vosh is also deeply ridiculed because of the horse stuff. Doc, I don't know if you want to use that as an example. for you because that guy is also losing his platform. Like, although he is a partner, nobody watches that guy. And the people that do watch him, they're being called out for being freaks as well. Freaks and degenerates as well. So I surely hope Vosh isn't an example.
Ox termination lines up with 2 preferable, profitable, and expensive streamers leaving Mixer. As soon as Twitch knew that Mixer had failed, and go look at the timing.
Yeah, you make a good point. Even if that is true, oh well, you're still a weirdo. LOL, so true.
These other expensive streamers needed a new streaming
Hey, I watch Vosh. You're weird.
platform. So Twitch rushed through its decision to terminate the 2-time. You see, I shouldn't even be banned from Twitch.
Also, it's like so weird that he's like to terminate the two-time. Like you're cringe, Dr. Disrespect. You are so cringe.
It has affected us on so many levels. Back in 2020 and now in 2024. And Cody, Connors, I just have to say it again. Why would you do this? Like I said, this was handled professionally.
Jack says it doesn't matter what kind of inappropriate conversation he has with a minor. It gave Twitch an excuse to get rid of him. To me, it's whatever. If someone breaks TOS and gets banned, I agree with you. I agree. I think they were looking for reasons to get rid of him. Like I suspect they were. But I also wouldn't have been making inappropriate jokes towards like a younger crowd, whether it was a joke or not. Like whether he intended it be a joke or not a joke, whether it was meme or not a meme. Whatever happened or occurred in that whisper section or in that whisper conversation, it was enough for Twitch to be like, yeah, you're gone.
Years ago. No fucking.
But you do make a good point, Jack. I really appreciate your input.
Wrongdoing. But because of you, Cody, we just lost. Fuck, man. Unfortunately, we have to lay off people from Midnight Society.
Okay, so this is where I also got pissed off. Me as a business person, you laying people off at your place of business is not based off of what these people leaked. Okay, you laying people off and putting blame onto this Cody person is absolutely disgusting. Okay, Dr. Disrespect, that is completely on your shoulders. You left the company. You left Midnight Society. You broke free from it. They still faced layoffs. To sit there and say, whoa, because of you, because of all this, we had to lay people off. So, like, people should never, like, come out with any kind of allegations about you or against you because you might have to lay people off at your company. Like, screw off. I could only imagine, like, I could never imagine the company I work for, if that ever happened, if any of the executives ever said that in the company I work for, where let's say like some kind of unethical decision was being made and we had a whistleblower at my company and they were set, and one of the executives said, oh, you know what? Because of this whistleblower, we had to lay people off at the company. Oh my God. That would have made headlines. That would have made headlines. That's absolutely disgusting, abhorrent behavior. To sit there and and hear that from Dr. Disrespect and say, we had to lay people off because this person said this at this given time, at this given day on this stream is just disgusting. That's a fallacy that's so effing gross. Yeah, it's laying people off is a serious thing. It's ruining people's lives. People are losing a job. Today's economy, you don't want to freaking lose a job because it's really hard to find one. Given it, now it's not like 2008, but still pretty hard to find a job, right? But to sit there and put the blame on 100% on that guy's shoulders is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
Right. Because of you, Cody.
Britt says, honestly, that's such a classic deflect from companies. Awful. So awful. I wouldn't expect it. I wouldn't accept it from a Fortune 500 company, and I'm not going to accept it from Dr. Disrespect. And the fact that he pulled that card is it's such a low blow, and it's so disgusting, and I absolutely do not like it.
You know, through all this, we are where we are.
And to sit there, and not only that, not only just to use that card, but to sit there and use the unfortunate event of people losing their job, people getting laid off, and to use it as like some kind of ploy or some kind of, oh, well, look at me because I'm innocent. And oh, yeah, I had to lay off employees from my company that I'm no longer part of, and I'm innocent because I had to lay these people off. Look at me, I'm innocent. You're gross. You're gross, you're gross, you're gross, you're gross. Maron, you're gross.
And like a fucking man, I'll accept it. What I don't accept is sitting quietly by and let these idiots attack me with false accusations. No. For all these doc haters out there too, oh man. The ones that project and
The false accusations you admitted to, by the way.
project and worry about everyone else's problems, right? I can't understand that mindset. I could care less. We've always stayed in our lane. But somehow, some way, these people, they just get in our lane.
How much do you want to bet he doesn't even give a shit about said employee just bringing it up for sympathy points? I bet you 90%. I bet you 99%. Jenna, that he wasn't even in the room when those employees were laid off. How much do you want to bet that he was in those rooms? How much do you want to bet that he wasn't even in the room telling those employees that they were laid off because of the scandal that he went through? How much do you want to bet? He was on vacation. He was on vacation. So yeah, you want to sit here and say, oh, yeah, these employees were laid off. Well, were you telling the employees, my guy? No.